says, Maguire transfer blocked. Is that real or a joke? Well, look, this comes from the same outlet. No, this is coming from the Times, actually. This is coming from the Times, not the Telegraph. So the Times are saying that Manchester United have blocked a fresh approach for Harry Maguire from West Ham United. And that came out this afternoon. I think that this is to do with the loan option. Now, remember what Fabrizio said this afternoon. You should watch the video, but I'm sort of giving you a few spoilers. I'd love Højbjerg, Amrabat and Gravenberch, says Chris. You're having a laugh. I think that, well, SB114 says pointless agreeing to a Maguire loan. What Fabrizio said this afternoon is that it's 80% chance that Maguire will stay at the moment. Now, things can change in the final days, but West Ham and Maguire are talking about a loan deal. And Goldbridge Saves Football is out tomorrow, just Keevan. And we've got our first guest on the podcast tomorrow. It's going to be a cracking show. It'll be out at 2 o'clock tomorrow. But in relation to Maguire, I think Man United have blocked a transfer because it's not a transfer. It's a loan. And I think we can all establish now that Harry Maguire wants to go on loan to West Ham. West Ham want Harry Maguire on loan. But Man United want to sell Harry Maguire so they can buy another centre-back. It doesn't suit us to sell Harry Maguire because we haven't got any bloody money to buy the midfielder. So what are we going to do? Let Harry Maguire go on loan? I mean, it's basically letting him go on holiday, isn't it? Oh, Harry, you go to West Ham. We'll pay your wages. You go and play first-team football for somebody else who's doing really well. Keep your England spot. You crack on, mates. You go as long as you're happy Harry. That's all we're bothered about. Ten Hag wants to sell him. He wants to sell him so he can buy a replacement. Loaning him to West Ham doesn't actually help us. So I sort of agree with United here that you basically say to Maguire, you're not going on loan. You're fifth choice centre-back. You're hardly going to play. Find yourself a move in the next 3 days. And if you don't, then you're going to not play football. And you won't be playing for West Ham. And you won't be playing for anybody. You'll be right down the bottom of the pecking order. And you probably won't be going to the Euros because it'd be bloody idiotic. So, look, a loan deal benefits Maguire because he still gets paid his wages that he gets paid at United. It benefits West Ham because they don't have to pay anything. But for us, I think some people are thinking, let him go on loan because we get rid of him. No, actually, sometimes you've got to look at it and go, yeah, look, I'd love Maguire to go. I think he's got to go. But if he's going to go, we need to buy the replacement that we want. And therefore, he's got to go for a transfer fee. So I think that the only hope we've got of getting rid of Maguire is if somebody comes in for the transfer fee. And I've got to say this as well. I'm absolutely stunned. And you know what? I don't know whether Maguire would be, wide awake to this. But I'm absolutely stunned. Only based on the PR and the constant questions the British media put to Ten Hag about Maguire. Are they, are we not going to just acknowledge this? That no club in world football, and Saudi Arabia as well, nobody will pay £30 million for Harry Maguire. No, apart from West Ham. It's amazing. This England centre-back that's never put a foot wrong for England, that actually is a decent player that's been really unlucky, he's only 30. We paid 80 million for him and nobody else will come in and give 30 million apart from West Ham. And West Ham won't go up to 35 because that would give us the 5 to pay Maguire off. So, to me, it's like, you get all these pundits and all these prats saying Maguire's not that bad, he's not that bad. I don't need to give you my opinion on Maguire. You don't need to give me your opinion on Maguire. I think the world of football has universally given us the opinion on Maguire. Nobody will pay 30 million quid for him apart from West Ham. So, nothing to prove. I'm a good centre-back. I'm England's centre-back. Mate, what can't speak can't lie. There is no offers on the table apart from West Ham. No one will offer 31. No one will do it. And I think that speaks volumes. I really do. Off topic player, but I still think there's time. And look, can I just say, if I'm an Everton, if I'm a Newcastle, if I'm, probably 4 or 5 other Premier League clubs, I probably would give 35 million to United for him because he is an experienced centre-back that would improve a lot of Premier League clubs from about 18th down. No, I'm joking. From about 8th down, he'd improve a lot of teams. Off topic, players are feeling the effects of last season. The board won't sign players. Ten Hag bears the brunt and gets the sack by Christmas. Ashish, we will stop Ten Hag getting the sack by Christmas. There ain't no way this fan base is going to turn on Ten Hag to that extent. You might get a minority, you will not get a landslide, and I don't think United fans will stand it. And I would also say to any player at United that's thinking about starting that off, yeah, you're not going to get, it's not going to work out well for you. Big Red Plonker says, loaning Maguire weakens the team. If we don't buy a replacement and we won't spend empty as it is, can Southgate really pick him for this international break? Look, I guarantee you, from Big Red Plonker to Gareth Plonker, he will pick Maguire, which is disgusting because Maguire won't have played a minute of football this season. He shouldn't get picked. But as we know, Southgate is a complete and utter prat who picks England players who don't play domestic football. So he will get picked. But yeah, obviously he shouldn't do. So look, I think with Maguire, I understand United blocking a loan deal. It doesn't make any sense. I don't think United are going to offer a transfer in that sense. Yeah, United won't reject a transfer for Maguire, I don't think. Although if it gets left really late, they might just say, look, we haven't got time to go and buy anybody now. But there we go. Dunk should be picked ahead of Harry Maguire. Mate, Preston North End centre-back should get picked ahead of Harry Maguire because they're actually playing football. I do not agree. England, in my lifetime, has always been about picking players that play football in form. You should never be picking players that don't play football. It's another amazing thing about the modern game that fans just accept. You can get picked for England when you don't play football. It's completely illogical. It doesn't make any sense. David De Gea's had no offers either, says Rory. David De Gea's not a Man United player anymore, mate. I mean, I'd like to see him go and play football at another top club in Europe, but he's not a Man United player. It's not our concern, is it?